Okay, we're ready for the next segment. The 6 groups, 6, right? They're available for the pitching of their business ideas. Again, those are companies that have been alive for under 2 years, give or take. If you have any questions, if you want to network with them, they will be available outside. If you cannot reach them, contact any of the organizers and they will give you their contact information, email or Twitter. All right? Give them a hand.
Well, at this time, I always confuse myself between good morning and afternoon, so I always say good after morning. So I will say Assalamu alaikum. Thank you for being here in the hall today. I'm here to present Mobibus, and the problem we're trying to address is a simple problem, which is access to mobile technology for normal people or for SMEs. So me and my partners 2 years ago, we were sitting and trying to develop an application for our company, and it was such a complicated process of hiring maybe a company to develop it for you, or freelancers to do it, coders, developers, and so on. So like, why don't we create a platform where it enables normal users or SMEs or entrepreneurs to create their own mobile application at no time and at a very cost-effective way, and to be a useful tool for them. So we've created the region's first do-it-yourself mobile application maker, which is Mobibus.com. So what we provide, the main service that we have on the website is a do-it-yourself platform, but in the side we also provide enterprise services for large clients and large organizations for mobile technology. And also we provide white label soon for resellers in the region who wants to develop applications for their own or to resell it. So this is an example of how we have broken the barrier of having your own mobile application for the events. For example, this is an event that happened for 3 months. And it doesn't make sense for the organizers to develop an application that will be for a year or 2. So they have bought this application for just 3 months, and it was extremely useful for their event. And they can change it as they go. This is the modules that's available when you log into Mobibus.com. You would find all these modules ready at your disposal to choose from. So you could have a catalog, for example, that is used for your products. Or you could have a shopping cart. So if you are an SME that have products to sell, you could sell it through your mobile. So you have, within 10 minutes, you can develop your own mobile application with all the modules that you need. One of them is your products and shopping carts. For example, and one of the most differentiating factors for us, that we are the only one in the world that is multilingual. So you have more than one language. Of course, in the region, Arabic content in the web is still weak, and it's even weaker in the mobile. So we thought, okay, so how about we enable SMEs to create their own application in different languages? If you go to other app makers, you would have to buy 2 different applications. You could have all of your social media, you could have your team, even your offers. So you can have your offers, and the good news about the offers, you could instantly send push notifications to your customers or to the mobile users without having to go to the developer or the coder who did the application for you. You can go online and just do your push notification about an offer, and it will go to all of your users simultaneously. Oh, sorry. So this is when you log into our dashboard on the CMS system to create your own mobile. It's extremely easy to use with a world-class UI and UX, and then you can just choose, for example, the menu type. You can change the background. You can do anything by your own, but you should have your digital assets ready, like your logo, your pictures, the links, and everything. So you can do it in pretty like 1 or 2 hours. And you can view the application as you go. So this is how the application will look like on your mobile. So as you're building it, you can download our mobilizer, and you can start looking at it. So you don't have to really worry about how it would look like when you buy it and publish it to Apple Store. If you don't have an Apple ID, developer ID, you still have you can use ours. So that's also another issue we have solved. So this is an example of a module within the app maker. So you go, for example, for the radio streaming, if you are a radio. So you go and select the radio streaming, you put the streaming URL, and you can change the name of that icon or anything, and you can change the colors and the icon within 1 click. So this is how you can choose more than one icon for the application. It's easy, rich, useful. And this is an example of an event that happened in Abu Dhabi, and they developed it in like 3 days for the 6 continents in Abu Dhabi with 12 different modules. And it's Arabic in the same time, so you can switch between languages. It could be French, Turkish, Chinese, what have you. This is an example of a Tag Heuer shop, so they have all their products in the mobile application. They can sell and add to the cart. It could be for government, education, hotels, and so on. And this is an example of how you can reach your customers with the product and push notifications. This is, our vision is to develop a closer to enterprise, because we know that the app maker is usually small in functions. So our vision is to make it closer to an enterprise application. And our motto is an app for everyone. Thank you, everyone, and have a good after morning.
Hello, good afternoon. My name is Hussam Darwish. I'm presenting Tower. Tower is a platform for mobile application development. Currently, there are booming in the smartphone penetration in the region and in the world. This booming attracts many businesses to develop their own mobile applications to leverage the possibilities available via applications. For enterprises, they are looking to establish the supply chain into mobile applications so they can connect the customers and suppliers and, partners, business partners. For the small and medium businesses, they are looking to have an edge over the big enterprises with affordable price and affordable solutions that anyone can possess. If we start the application building cycle, it's currently has a big deal of hassle. When a small and medium business or enterprise looking for a mobile application, they start to hire a developer. Developer start to put their logic and programming knowledge. Then they start with the designer, graphic interface designer, UI/UX designer, to collaborate together and build a mobile application. There is a lot of misconnectivity in this model. SMBs never trust the mobile applications they are buying before they seeing it. The developers are not really well connected to the designer, and designers not connected to the developers as well. So we provide multiple services for each of these segments. For SMEs, we provide a do-it-yourself platform. It's based on template-based application, pre-built application templates, native for iOS and Android. The user can just log into our site and customize the template according to their needs and to their branding and their requirements. We have multiple ready-made templates for targeting retailers, targeting media and TV, targeting restaurants and cafes, so they can put their menus and social logins and the other features they require. For the developers, we provide our API as a service, a backend as a service. Currently, we're still developing this. It's a REST API, so any developer can upload their data structure and upload their information, and the system will expose it to them as a sort of REST API, so they can consume it directly from their client mobile application. Always, the developer always don't need or don't want to involve in back-end services and back-end code. They want to focus on the client code itself, so provide them with the following out-of-the-box services like data storage and retrieval, like user authentication and certification, ACL for the data. For the designers, we provide a marketplace so they can publish their themes and their skins. So other customers or other people looking to innovate their template on our system can pick one of them and purchase it. Our ultimate goal is to create an ecosystem for developing a mobile application so anyone can join to discover what is available templates, to test it before it buy, to collaborate with each other and build teams, and to update their content on the fly, and we provide support. Thank you. If need any information, our booth is outside. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Maya Zankoul.
Hello, hi, my name is Tony.
We're the co-founders of Reasoncalm. At Reazanc, we explain your ideas or your products with beautiful videos.
Okay, so let's start by stating some numbers. Do you know that if you have a video on your website, the possibility of purchase increases by 85%?
And also, your users or your viewers will spend 2 additional minutes on your page if there's a video on it.
So, this is how it works. First, we meet with you and we try to understand your business and we try to know how the video will help your business. Then we will write a script for you that you'll have to approve. And then we record the voiceover. We only work with professional voiceovers and with native speakers. Then we'll send you a storyboard, which is a series of sketches that will illustrate how the movie will look like. Once approved, we'll start illustrating, and then we animate the movie. And finally, we add the sound and the music, and this will bring your movie to life.
We work with different styles of animation. We can do, for example, an infographic video. This works very well for presentations, for sharing numbers or statistics about your product. The illustration style uses storytelling to tell your story with characters, animated characters. The paper style uses cutout papers that we animate, and it creates a beautiful stop-motion video. Whiteboard video is quite famous. It's the hand drawing on a whiteboard. Typographic style is animated text, maybe to translate a speech. And the screencast is very helpful if you want to show your users or first-time visitors for your application or your website how it actually works. So far, we're working with clients in the regional and international market and companies, and anyone can use basically a video to improve their business, whether international institutions, organizations, the banking, the medical sector, and anyone basically.
So our booth is here. You can search for the yellow balloons. We're the yellow booth outside. So please come and let's discuss together how videos can help your businesses.
And if you want to see some samples of our videos, you can visit our website, reasoncalm, and we can also be reached on Facebook, Twitter, and our email.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Firas Nasser. I am the CEO and co-founder of Eightbits. Have you ever stopped to wonder what happens to donated money when it's managed by a nonprofit organization? Well, I happen to have with me a $100 bill that was donated for a good cause. And when you trace where the money goes, we see that this much goes for administration, this much goes to operations, this much goes to pricey consultants, this much is wasted, and this is all that remains for beneficiaries. But is this really acceptable? But I'm not here today to talk about $100. I'm here to talk about $5 trillion, which is the annual revenue of the global nonprofit sector. How much of these funds actually reach the end beneficiary? Now, the majority of funds are received and managed by non-governmental organizations, or NGOs, and they are everywhere. There are over 5 million of them around the world. And NGOs operate in complex environments. They're overloaded with data from their activities, partners, and beneficiaries. But at the same time, there's growing pressure from donors that NGOs become more efficient and transparent. For NGOs, the greater and more visible the impact of their work, the greater their ability to fundraise. Eightbits is an online platform that provides donors with the visibility they need while giving NGOs tools to efficiently manage their projects and resources. It's collaborative, quick to set up, and affordable. It's an ERP for NGOs, or as we like to call it, an NGO resource planning system. This is where we live, Ramallah, Palestine, or as we like to call it, the Silicon Valley of NGOs. Since a large part of the economy is dependent on NGOs and donors. And we've spoken to over 100 individuals, 100 people from NGOs to really understand their pain. And we found that there are many tools available for NGOs to manage their projects and resources, to collect data and fundraise. However, there is no single solution that combines all of these capabilities into one system. So as a result, NGOs end up with multiple tools and several data sets. And since most NGOs can't afford a custom-built software solution, their only other option is to use Excel. Can you imagine a $1 trillion sector that is managed using Excel? Both my co-founder and I have technical backgrounds. We've both been involved in a number of projects with NGOs, and we both carry international experience. We also have 4 full-time developers working in our office in Ramallah. Today, 8Bits is in use by 30 NGOs in 7 different countries. One example is Premier Urgence, a French international NGO. Before using 8Bits, their data was scattered over dozens of Excel files. After using 8Bits for a few months, they immediately saw improvement in how they collect, manage, and share their data. They were so happy with 8Bits that they convinced their regional office to pay for subscriptions for 6 additional country offices, which turned out to be extremely important, especially for their Syrian and Lebanese and Jordanian offices that are dealing with hundreds of thousands of Syrian refugees. It's an amazing feeling to see paying customers that are returning and referring other customers as they see the value that 8Bits can bring them in terms of efficiency and transparency. Thank you all very much.
Hi, good afternoon, everybody. I'm the barrier between you and your lunch, so I'll make it fast. I'm here to speak about WebTip, which is actually now the #1 medical and health portal in Arabic. And the idea started when I practiced medicine for about 9 years, and then I realized there is a very high prevalence of diseases and huge lack of awareness to some diseases. We have 60% of overweight, 11% of diabetes, especially in the Gulf states. 6 out of the top 10 countries with diabetes are Arab countries. We have very high prevalence of smokers, and there is a huge need for prevention. Unfortunately, by then, there was no really an online platform to raise awareness for medical and health and lifestyle issues. And all of these, what you see here, they are all things that can be prevented with the right education, with the right lifestyle, with the right prevention. These diseases can be absolutely prevented. Now, healthcare worldwide is the second most searched topic on Google. Now, everyone will ask, what's the first one? You guess. Now, if you see, every market has its own online player, in terms of healthcare, and it's always a local one. I mean, Facebook dominates the social media here, but it can't be that you can find a medical portal that is dominant in other markets. So in our market, there wasn't any, and then came the idea of WebTip. And it turned out to be not an easy job to do, because if you want to develop a healthcare website, it's, with the whole respect to all of other industries, it's a very serious issue. You need it to be a very high quality. There are certain elements that you need always to take care of. One is credibility. Again, it's a human life. People read, and people sometimes go and argue with doctors. I read that on WebTip, I read that here, I read that there. The website should be usable. It should be also comprehensive, so people can not just read about disease, they can also check symptoms, they can also read about drugs, watch videos, diagnostics, and everything else. It should be relevant. That's why the online, the health portal or the health source need to be from the market, because things that we have in our lifestyle in terms of food, habits, what we can do and we can't do is something that is usually relevant to what we have, in spite of things that are global, but there are a lot of things that are only relevant to our region. Okay, so the platform should be interactive. We should also provide services, not just text, and we should also always pay attention to copyrights, which is something that we need in general in this industry to be more careful of. So the first thing we did, I partnered with Harvard Medical School and Mayo Clinic. So we had an agreement with them to take their content, customize it, translate it into Arabic. Mayo Clinic, it was the first time they provide their content to any other third party to translate it to a language that is not English. And here is just what we provide on our website. I'll go with briefly. We have a comprehensive website with more of medical, lifestyle, news. Corona is also there. We have also a dedicated section for lifestyle. It's all very high quality content that covers everything, includes calculators. The only diet and fitness planner that you could find in Arabic that gives you a weekly menu to lose weight or to maintain your weight. We have a very interesting platform for following up on pregnancy, raising children, and everything else. We even have a new section for the World Cup that is all about relevant topics that has to do with World Cup and health. We have diagnostics. We have the only available Arabic drug interaction tools and doctor's directory. We also had recently launched a medical tourism website. Soon we are launching our mobile app. This is our traffic. It's growing tremendously since our launch. Also, social media is very active. This is our business model, basically. We've already started working with pharma companies. The good thing is that we're going to bring to the industry budgets that was never there, because we're going to bring pharmaceutical companies that never advertised online, that we are already talking with them. And I'm sure this year you'll see very nice campaigns that are launching with pharmaceutical companies that will be advertising online on WebTip. Thank you.